This right now is what being an Oriole fan looks like. Depressed. Got the white shirt on. I just give up, man. This team sucks. And we gonna get into what I think needs to be done, what I think where we have gone wrong, and just I mean, looking at the shell of what this team is and what the team could have been. Um and it blows my mind just how many number one, how many injuries this team has. Like I feel like everybody's out, number one. And number two, just the lack of accountability throughout. Like just the lack of accountability throughout this team. And so let's get into it here. Um I don't I don't usually like to say this. I usually like to be positive. I'm early on when they were struggling, I said that we could win, and that was before all the injuries, the AL East, and really they're still not that far away from being a, um, a team that could make a push for the playoffs, like get in as a wild card. Uh, but just look at the batting averages. Like, what the fuck? 237, 305. Okay, O'Hearn's been the only hitter. Jackson Holiday's hitting 260. 213, 210, 217, 250. Okay, but you're supposed to be a star. Gunnar Henderson should be hitting 350. Not actually, but he should be hitting 300, period. Like, no excuse for you to be hitting fucking 250. 213, 209, 215, 292. But he's been on a cold streak. He was hot, you know, injured. That's a pitcher. Dylan Carlson still doesn't have a hit. His his on base percentage is terrible. I mean, why is he even on the team? Then you got this new catcher, 1 for 4. Mateo was hitting 143. He was hitting terrible. Why is this guy on the team? Kobe Mayo, one of the biggest busts that the Orioles had. For some reason, they put their trust in this man, and he is straight dogs. Like, he can't do anything. Rivera's been hitting the ball, and then Gary Sanchez. I mean, what? And this is kind of my point with this team is all of the players that we have on the team just suck. Point blank. Like, they're terrible. How are you supposed to get runs when your leading RBI guy has 21 and the next person is a whole 7 behind? That means one person is getting it done. And you just can't have that. That's not how you have get runs, not to mention the pitching side. Look at these ERAs. 5.24, 5.55, 9.38, and yet we still have this guy starting pitching. This is somebody we went out and signed. 3.81, but he's in the bullpen. 2.4, 9.2, you coming out the bullpen. Seriously? Ridiculous. 4.85, Bautista, but you can't use him because he's your closer, and we haven't been in any close games. 5.19, 4.6, 3.0. These are relievers. Brandon Young has a lower ERA than Charlie Morton. Let that sink in. This motherfucker is a rookie. I mean, Zach Eflin is injured. He will be coming back. Kyle Gibson has a 14.09, and we got him. We signed him, and maybe he looks better, but my goodness, man. Like, and then a lot of these guys are injured or didn't pitch, and obviously these two position players. But there's no part of this team that's good right now. Legitimately. And why is that? Because of terrible, terrible decisions by Mike Elias. And he needs to take accountability. He needs to come out and say, you know, I really messed up here. Like, and take accountability. Where is the guy that we traded Stowers for? Stowers is one of the best players in baseball right now. Has a high average. He was in our system with Kyle Norby. What did we do? We traded him away to get a guy that's not even on this list because he's in the minor leagues because he sucked so bad last year. Great trade. Fantastic trade. Let's look at the guys he got for the bullpen. You let Danny Coulomb go, right? Who, by the way, shut the Orioles out in a key situation a couple days ago. You got rid of him. Who do you have? Oh, Gregory Soto. He's got a 4.85 ERA. Oh, where's Anthony Dominguez? 4.63. Those are your trades for the bullpen? Really? Terrible. Terrible trades to get guys for the bullpen. Really? That's who you got? Terrible. Terrible. And we got rid of Austin Hayes, who's tearing it up. What are you doing, Mike Elias? Legitimately. Your trades have been awful. Your signings have been awful. Charlie Morton, terrible signing. Then I get it. You have injuries, you go get Kyle Gibson, and I'll let that one slide, to be honest. But here is the thing. At some point, there needs to be change. You got to go. You fucked this all up. You screwed this whole rebuild up. So, let's go fix it. Somebody needs to. He's got to go. You got to clean house. Other teams have done it, right? Other teams have gotten rid of the hitting coaches, gotten rid of head coaches. We gotta do that for the Orioles. And they could possibly do the funniest thing. Because if you really look at it, in today's game, there was probably, I think we had 10 hits and only 2 runs. The situational hitting is just not there. To be brutally honest with you. It's just not there. But eventually that's going to come around. If you get rid of, these problem people, then you're not in a bad spot. Guys like Jackson Holliday's on the turnaround. Now, what's scary is that Adley Rutschman is on the downturn. And he's been a huge part of this team. And he just is terrible. And that's a waste of a number 1 overall pick. It's a waste of a number 1 overall pick. And same with Gunnar Henderson. He's hitting 250. And yes, you're gonna get guys like Westberg back, who was injured and he was battling an injury, and that's why he tanked his batting average. But my goodness, you guys gotta remember that there still is a decent team within this. This is bad. But Colton Cowser is gonna come back. He's hitting 125. I think he's only had 6 at bats. How many at bats? He's had 16 at bats. And I'm pretty sure he also battling an injury and trying to just push through it. But if you can get Colton Cowser back, a guy that's at least good in it defensively too, because there's been terrible defensive plays. Overall, this team just sucks. Real talk. You need to go get players. So if you can maybe trade away some of these guys that are not performing, why don't you trade Kobe Mayo? Somebody will want him. He's done nothing for us. Make good trades. Go get guys that we need. Go get guys that haven't had previous success. Go get guys that are having success right now. That's what you need to do. And instead, we've always just put under these old guys that are, they've been great. We're going to pay less money. This is the MLB. Unfortunately, they're too stupid to have a damn salary cap like every other sport. And so you have to pay millions of dollars, hundreds of millions, close to $1 billion to even be semi-decent. I mean, it's ridiculous. And that's the overall annoying thing about this, is that you just got to go sign guys. You have to. That's the name of the game. But, you still can, this way sort of works. And that's all we want. All we want is playoffs here in Baltimore. Of course we want a World Series. But, really, we just want to be back in the playoffs. And do something in the playoffs. Win a series. Go to the ALDS. Go to the ALCS. I don't even want a freaking World Series, per se. That would be awesome if we won a World Series. And a World Series game in Baltimore with the O and the national anthem would go crazy. But this team just sucks. And one of the, at least I will say, and this is the positive spin I'm gonna throw on the end of it. The only good thing is that our stadium is amazing. And going to the ballpark makes everything better. You can have a fun time and just watch your team get blown out. And that is something that I am very grateful for. Because as bad as this team is, and as much needs to change, and we're already thinking about next season, and we're not even a quarter of the or halfway through the season yet. Like maybe they get hot and turn things around. Maybe they start playing like a team and doing things like a team. And bullpen picks up starting pitching if the starting pitching's bad, or the hitting picks up if the bullpen's doing bad. Right now they're on complete opposite wavelengths, but at least when you're at the park, it's just a fun time. It's a fun vibe. It's a fun place to go watch a game, and that is kind of the only good thing. So, you know, maybe they figure it out. Maybe they are able to, but right now it's just like it's frustrating to watch this team on TV. Like it's real frustrating. And we've had our wins, we beat our rival. That's great. But this team really is just terrible. And it's Michael Elias's fault. And I hope that, you know, they're probably gonna get rid of Brandon Hyde, but I don't think I can fully blame it on him. And I hated him last season. I was a huge high. I wish I had started this channel back then so y'all could go back and see me hating on him and then me switching up now. You got to get Elias has been the problem. He is the issue. He did a great job turning us around, but now we're not doing the things that we need to do. They need to take accountability. The team needs to take accountability. The players need to take accountability. That's all we want. If they turn it around, great. But right now, it looks like they won't. But I'm still going to root. I'm still going to be watching the games. It's going to be annoying. It's going to be frustrating because it's back to what we've been doing. It's always been like this. And, unfortunately, the game of baseball doesn't have a salary cap, so teams just have to spend to be good, and the Dodgers proved that. Um, and the Yankees proved that. So, you know, if you go out and you buy all of your stars, you're gonna be good. We're not doing that, and that's been the struggle. You have to do things in a different way for the Orioles. But if you like baseball, if you like the sport, if you like watching guys, come up and that aspect of it, which that's why I like the team, is awesome. But I just, yeah, they just suck. Waving a white flag. Um, and I think I want to start seeing accountability and change so that it feels better. Because I had the players are playing like crap. There's no way they're gonna turn it around. But hopefully they do. Hopefully I'm wrong. But I've been rooting. Maybe somehow we figure it out and win the AL East. My statement from the beginning of the year can be the craziest, hilarious thing. But either way, I'm gonna still be rooting. Hope you enjoyed this episode. I didn't even do the intro or none of that. My apologies, but I just wanted to get right into it. So thank you for watching. If you liked the video, like the content in the video, go like the video, subscribe for more, and we gonna be here all year. So hopefully, I don't have to do another event, but I obviously will, because every time I say that, then I have to go make another video. It sucks. So anyways, thank y'all for watching. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Peace.